Well, we're back to Gravity Falls.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I'm X.
And I'm Z. Before we start, we have a Patreon. We're making a short film, so if you want to help us, the Patreon is the best way to do that.
These are great episodes. After some emotional stuff from another series that we watched, I could use a little bit of use some levity.
But for now...
Oh, because of this particular episode, I combat you with this. That's right. The mysterious book 2 that...
Gideon has.
That little pig-nosed... I hate him so much. Is it bad that I just want to put him on the wall and, like, punch him? He just drives me crazy. Anyway, he's making his major plot to destroy the Pines family. He decides that the best thing to do is to try to take a hold of the Mystery Shack. He's devising his plan. Somebody comes up to Stan's house saying that he won, so he sweepstakes and millions of dollars. All you have to do is sign right here. And so
then he comes out and he's like,
you just signed the deed to your shack to me.
Check it. And he's like, suck a lemon, little man. I just love that little moment where he asks the guy, like,
come here, hon, I need your arms.
Just to pick him up.
And he gets all pissed. Vile revenge. He's just the worst. Actually, I love to hate him. I do. It's entertaining to hate him.
Yes.
So he got owned before the opening credits.
This main episode is about the twins.
Right. When Seuss is asking for help, he asks Mabel instead of Dipper. And Dipper's like, why did you ask her? It's like, well, dude, she's taller.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? They measure, and she's like, a millimeter.
A millimeter.
Which,
but to 12-year-olds, that really matters.
Yeah, I mean, I'm realizing that he is really insecure. Any, emasculating of him is not okay.
No. Okay, I love the little detail that when they're fighting over the shrinking Big Ray, that she makes his head huge, because that's exactly what's going on. Dude has a huge head.
Well, I love it how he doesn't wait for, the natural progression of time. He instantly opens up.
He goes looking for it immediately, which, by the way, I have it bookmarked. Height-altering crystals.
What's cool about it is that they don't have him read it. They just instantly put him into that picture.
Yeah, he's right there.
He sees the effects of the crystals first, and I did like how they very quickly showed the power of the crystals by having a little butterfly go through one beam and getting really small, and then going the other one, and then knocking over a tree. That is a very efficient storytelling method, and I appreciated that.
Gideon tries again with termites.
I just want more bad things to happen to Gideon. He's just terrible. Mabel she's
on to him.
So obviously she determines that he must have a wizard in his closet, because that's the only logical explanation for all of this stuff. Oh no, the book again. Is everything in there? Oh, the invisible wizard that doesn't exist because he's not there.
No, he's real.
What? I thought she was just being a doof.
She is, but it's actually real. Don't believe your eyes? Good, you don't have to. This bizarre sorcerer is completely impossible to see with the naked eye. Piercing blue eyes, chiseled cheekbones, could be a model if he wasn't invisible. She makes his head huge. He makes her head small. Reminds me of Beetlejuice.
It's just too much power for 12-year-olds to wield.
Yeah. One moment, though, when they were fighting, when she, made her hand large, she was like, ah! And he was like, no, wait. And he went to fix it for her.
That's right, he did. Gideon looks at it but doesn't even know what it is. Mabel's just like,
maybe he didn't see us use it and doesn't know it's a magic flashlight that can grow and shrink things.
I like the Dipper is like,
really?
And so he shrinks them down, and then they look at him. It's the worst angle I've ever had to experience.
Of Gideon?
Looking up at Gideon. And he laughs like, but then it cuts to the wide, and it's so great, because from their perspective, he really is that menacing, and from ours, he's still a little twerp.
And I like it when he puts the jar down, he's like, oh my gosh.
He's such a namby-pamby. I hate him so much.
He tries to have them be for ransom from Grunkle Stan.
He calls him up and he's saying,
I have your niece and nephew. Hand over the deed to the Mystery Shack right now, or Great Harbor will fall them.
And he's just like, what? They're right outside. You don't have them. And he's like, I'll text you a photo.
He's like,
text me a photo? Now you're not even speaking English.
God bless them, but it's like when I explain things like these to my parents, and they
don't get it.
It's like if I told them it's stored in the cloud, they'd be like, and there's no fault against them. I love that, but it's just not what they grew up with, and that's okay. It's kind of like when you explain to me clipping or no clipping.
Yeah, in the back rooms.
No idea what in God's name you're talking about.
Let's be honest, clipping and no clipping is the exact same thing, and the only reason that we changed it is because it's in fandom. This entire time, they're like fighting with Gideon while also trying to fight each other.
Right. They have a chance to get the flashlight back, but because they're fighting with each other, they lose that chance. And Gideon even calls
them out on it,
which is the one and only time that Gideon's ever told the truth. But it's a good point. They missed their chance and their goal because of their
bickering.
Their petty squabbling.
They have a moment where they're talking. Dipper's just like, why were you giving me such a hard time anyway? Mabel pretty much admitted, you're better than me at so many things. I just wanted to win at something. And I feel for Mabel here because I have an issue called pride. It makes me overcompensate for very small things, and I don't need to do that. Just like with Mabel in this episode, I don't think that pride comes from self-confidence. I think it comes from low self-esteem.
Pride is something that can actually cause you to miss out on relationship because you're so trying to present like this great version of yourself.
No, I really am great. Let me prove it to you. Like, you know, where they can't prove it to themselves.
Well, and that connects with Dipper as well because he overcompensates when his pride is hurt, you know, when he's
literally getting a big head.
Right. But before that... Seuss on his neck, and he's like, they're so soft, it's just glowy and all that, and then it's just like, I'm doing Fat Angel. And I was dying. That is so stupid. And it's so funny. I just love that so much. It's so weird and gross. Who thinks of this stuff?
His hair is so shiny. Don't look directly at it.
Anyway, so they move to his armpit, and then they start tickling him, and
It's right as he's got Stan cornered, too.
Right.
He just starts laughing and foaming at the mouth, and this is one of the best lines from Stan, where he's just like...
Run your evil plan by some friends next time, huh? Workshop it.
Deal with your issues first before we go any further.
And he just like...
rolls him down the... He's just this tub of lard in a cheap leisure suit, and he just keeps going, oh, please, can we never see you again? Oh... So we get to the credits. What do we see? Another code.
Yep.
We translated it, and it says, the invisible wizard is watching.
And now we know the invisible wizard is indeed real.
Only because you got the homework commentary edition. I wouldn't get that if I was just watching it and not knowing any future episodes. It's silly, though.
But then we go to the Summerween episode.
I was wondering what to wear for this episode. She's like, no, put the one with the pumpkin on it. And I'm just like, why? And she's like, trust me. We get Summerween, Halloween in June, which I would go for, actually.
Yes, especially since it's during the summer and kids are off school.
Yes, I would love more candy, more time to celebrate candy. Stan is going to the not legally Spirit Halloween store, and
Summerween.
Stan's picking up barrels of blood, but that's not really what it's about. What it's really about is this awful candy. Dipper's eating, and he's just, why does this taste so bad? Why is this awful? And he looks, and there's just like...
Homework the candy.
just...
Mr. Adequate Bar?
The homework the candy thing, that just kills me. I just love it. That's so funny. He's just like, oh, I'm just going to throw it out. Seuss is like, watch it, dude. There's
the Summerween trickster.
The Summerween trickster. Dipper, he wants to go with Wendy because Wendy keeps telling him about this party.
Yes.
That's at 9 o'clock that night.
The poster for it says not S&P approved.
Right. S&P being standards and practices that the network may or may not wish to condone for this episode.
It was originally going to say bottles will be spun, but S&P did not approve of that. And so he put not S&P approved, and S&P originally said no to even that. And he said, like, do you guys not see the irony of this? And he's like, not S&P approved, is S&P approved?
What were you looking up in your book of secrets? Oh, I see. So he's got his own 2 pages there.
I thought that there was a reference here when his mouth was underneath the Halloween mask.
Yeah.
I found out that it was No Face from Spirited Away.
Oh, okay.
That was a cool reference.
Yeah,
I haven't
lucky.
seen that yet. I want to see that. Tell me if you guys want to also see us see that, because I want to see that. But yeah, he's made of all the terrible candy. This is one of the best parts is, and that kid isn't there for scale. We saw the trickster swallow him.
Yeah, this little kid comes up, hi, I'm nobody you know, and then I just gets eaten, like, immediately.
No!
Remember me!
I've been traumatized.
So now Dipper has to go trick-or-treating because they've got to get 500 pieces of candy to give to this.
And they're not getting as many if he doesn't dress up, so he has to dress up. And they're peanut butter and jelly, and it's cute. But it works.
It does work. It does work. But then Dipper spies Wendy coming along in the Van O Love with Robbie. And she's just like, hey, see you at the party. And then he's just like, ugh. He kicks the stuff behind the bush and his costume is off. And he's just like, yeah.
Immediately when she leaves, that's when Mabel overheard everything.
Yeah.
And she is hurt. The main difference between the two of them is that Dipper wants to grow up, Mabel does not. And so when he's wanting to do other things that are more grown up, she's upset because she wants to spend more time with her brother.
Yeah, she feels like she'll be left behind when he becomes more mature. That's what he's not getting, is that he thinks that she's just wanting to do silly kiddie stuff. But later on, she reveals to him, this could be our last time trick-or-treating. And that memory and that time together is really important to her. Thankfully, I got to give Alex Hirsch credit that he always anchors it on some point of connection between them. That Dipper realizes that that's why, and that is a good reason for her to want to be with her brother. That convicts him, and I just think that's wonderful. I love those little lessons. I mean, when I grew up, they had a lot of little moral fables, and some of them, they hired Captain Obvious.
Oh no! Let's tell Mom it was Billy's mistake.
You're making the mistake. Remember, it's better to tell the truth.
And that's no lie. Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Here's the lesson in your face, and this is what it's about. We recently watched a bit of He-Man, and
and at the very end,
they
they're
literally
like,
spelled it out.
in this episode, do you know that Skeletor took the easy way out? That's not good, you know? But again, they made that series to teach those lessons. In this one, I'm glad that they have it as part of the narrative so that you feel like it's earned. It's a lesson that you're more readily accepting because you've lived through, you know, the choices that each character made that brought them to that. And I know that's
because it's natural, they are more open to hear each other. It's literally teaching empathy.
It's a little more inspiring. You can tell that there's just a good heart behind the series. So now for the humor and the references. So Stan keeps getting trick-or-treaters coming in, and he comes out, he does this face-melting thing that scares the crap out of all of them except for two boys. And why?
Because they're not scared.
They watch horror movies since we were 2.
Yeah, we don't care.
He's like, well, I'm really going to scare you now. And so he comes out later and he's going, out of the chest post waddles.
What could this possibly be a reference
I don't know.
to?
It could maybe be a reference
I have no idea.
Alien. Or maybe it's a reference to the 20th anniversary. Or it's a reference to the Comic-Con edition, which I think was like the 25th anniversary. Or it could be the 35th anniversary of Alien. Or the 40th. It's a reference to Alien.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Okay, all right. And Spaceballs. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my right tongue.
Anyways, what's also a reference to that reference is Seuss popping out of a candy monster's stomach because he squeals like Waddles. So it's a reference to a reference. But at least the candy monster was happy when he was
being
dying.
Eaten alive. He's like, somebody finally likes my terrible candy. And he's just...
I like that Seuss was like, well, you kind of made it weird, but...
I do like it that he was crying candy corn.
Yeah.
They're all doing one of my favorite things is eating terrible food and watching a cheesy horror movie. My absolute favorites.
Yep.
And then we go to the credits. What do we get this time? Brought to you by Homework the Candy. I just love that.
You know what this reminds me of? The Five Nights at Freddy's video game where you can get really terrible products and one of them is pepperoni soda. I'll probably put them up on screen. I remember one of them being like chips, but they're just like, they're adequate, they're average. It even says it on the thing. Anyways, we're getting distracted. If you like this video and want to support us and any projects that we're working on, short film, documentary, possible book series,
that's right.
Patreon is the way to go. If you also like us, please like
and share
and subscribe and stuff.
I just hope that you get inspired to put your own things out there, but also to seek out stories that have hope, inspiration, and connection with other people.
And there are so many codes in here.
Well, I've got my own book now, too, so we'll just see. Oh. Ooh.
No! Don't! Spoilers!